Good morning, friends and Bitcoiners. Welcome to our show, Bitcoin and Crypto News Crypto Kickoff. So, my name is Mr. Clifford Mitchum, Clifford T. Mitchum, and I'll be your host. I am the Educational Director for BitcoinCryptoNews. With me today, we have moderating our YouTube chat, Ms. Z. Ms. Z, you want to give a little introduction? Say things to the people?
Thank you for joining us today.
Outstanding. So what we're going to do is we're going to recap last week, what happened in Bitcoin last week, to give an idea of what to expect in the next week and the coming weeks and future of cryptocurrencies. But before we begin, you want to kick us off with our disclaimer.
We do have a little disclaimer. The information provided in this course is for educational purposes only and is not financial or investment advice. For financial advice, please speak with a licensed professional.
Outstanding. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and get into it. So last week in Bitcoin, we had at the week of August 19th through August 25th, Bitcoin started off the week at $6,534.25 and then finished out the week at $6,763.19. That's actually an increase of $228.94, or about 3.5%. Not bad. It's still pretty even as far as performance goes. In the day trading world, you want to see about 5 to 10%. So this doesn't quite even hit day trading movements. So it's really been a flat week, and we've been seeing that the last few weeks, just based off the activity. Now, in the middle of the week, we did have some action that when you look at if you are on our mailing list and you get our show notes, you can follow along easily on this. When you look around the middle of the week, we had a big jump in cryptos. That was with anticipation of the ETF, or what I feel was in anticipation of the ETF, which would be the exchange traded fund. Now, once people found out that that wasn't happening, the price fell right off. So we had a big bump in the middle of the week, and then it dipped back to what it naturally ranged through, but over that rest of the week, slowly crept back up to where it peaked at. So it was really good as far as the performance and what we'd like to see. But overall, when we look at what crypto was doing last year, we would see that it had a higher trend as it was moving towards that. The really funny thing is, about the same time in the week last year, it had a dip. I'm going to do better as far as getting research to find out what was going on last year so we can figure out what that specific dip was. But overall, it's just kind of funny how it's inverse between last year and this year. So they had a dip then, and we had a peak. But it started the week at $4,189.31, finished out at $4,371.60, being $182.15 gain, or about 4.3%. So even last year, we had under 5% as far as the day trading figures, using that as our mark or key to follow. So we are about the same. And this is what I would actually expect and what we really would continue to expect until towards the end of September when we hear back again from the SEC and the legacy financial markets. So the trend, even when you put those two graphs on top of each other, still tends to be on the up and up. And when we look at this from a larger standpoint, we can also see that between last year and this year, we have almost a 300% increase. So all of our true hodlers that are in this for the long run, you know you're doing good and everything's fine. People again got in December, you're still a little wrecked, but have hope. I truly believe that in the fourth quarter, we're going to see even better numbers. So with that, we have anybody in our chat today, Ms. Z?
Not yet. We do not know.
No problem. I'm just out here talking myself into the crypto space. So let's go ahead and look at what's going on in the quarterly actions. So for the third quarter of last year, it began at $2,436.40, and it finished out at $4,338.71, a $1,902.31 gain, or 78.1% increase. again, last year we had the big fervor of everybody rushing into crypto because the happening was going on. We had that actual key off in massive, I wouldn't say mass adoption, but mass recognition of what cryptocurrencies can do as more people found out about it. So it's still leading up to a big run up. And I really feel that this pace will continue to follow as people continue to run into the crypto space because we see more and more adoption. And that's really what's bolstering our numbers in our future. Because I truly believe that by the end of the year, we'll be back to the 20,000 range, if not higher. However, I don't really want to pick numbers as much as just talk about trends and what we can expect. So now when we look at to this point year to date for Q3, the quarter started out at $6,367.29. And as of Saturday last week, finished at $6,703.06, a $335.77 gain, or 5.3%. So we're just at the day trading mark, so it's still strong as far as the performance there. And we can see a big bump in our trend because we had a lot of the talk as people expect the ETF action to be going through for this quarter. The crypto market itself tends to be very sensitive to current events. I don't believe that this is actually due to true hodlers and people that are in this for the long run and for the long haul. I think it's just a matter of that people, the speculation aspect, as people come in saying, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's doing something crazy and all the altcoins are going bonkers. Let me go ahead and jump in now, try to get my Lambo before this thing moves. And as these people come in and out, we're going to see these fluctuations, but the main thing is to expect them. And when we can expect them, we can make different decisions based off that expectation. So that way we can go ahead and maximize off of those pumps as people talk about it and the expected exodus as they rush out of it. A lot of people just come into the space without doing enough research, which research. You don't want to, there's a lot of scams, there's a lot of things that people find to get easy money from people that don't know as much. Which reminds me, I do want to give a great shout out to the Facebook group, Scam Free and Spam Free, who I really appreciate them allowing me to share videos inside that group. So find them on Facebook. Ziad, I appreciate your help. So, anything else in our chat?
Not yet.
No problem.
Every Monday we'll be here at 9 a.m.
Yes, so
Come join.
put that on your schedule. And even if you're not able to make it live, you can catch out the videos on YouTube and on Facebook and on Minds and on MeWe. So we're all over all over the social space. Plus, when I go ahead and edit the videos afterwards, we take out this green screen and we get cool graphs and other pictures we'll have on the backgrounds here for us. Which also, if you are an advertiser and you'd like to have this space, it is for rent. Right, just a little bit. All right. So, looking at our top stories, the big thing is on the 24th, CNBC ran a story from the analyst Brian Kelly, who says Bitcoin ETF approval is likely by February of 2019. This is one of the key things to keep in mind. There's too much money to be made in the crypto space. I don't see how the SEC is not going to have an ETF or some variation in it. We do have an exchange-traded note that some exchanges are starting to look in and play around with, but I don't see how the SEC is going to overlook the amount of money that's coming into the crypto space. They're either going to come with it, or it'll be the legacy that everybody's going to talk about and read about in the history books. So it's just something that's coming down the pipe, so we can see. Now, what you also see is greater adoption and utilization. Earlier in the week, we actually ran a story from the World Bank saying that Australia's largest bank issues bonds exclusively through blockchain. This is showing a normalization and an incorporation of blockchain technology, which the currencies are connected to. So we're going to see more of the institutions and the institutional money coming into the space just because of utilization of the technology itself. So a lot of people say Bitcoin's going to go to zero. Bitcoin's going away. How do we trust it? How do we believe it? Because people are using it. It has an inherent value in its utility. And because it has that, people are going to be coming into the currency aspects of it and utilizing that. So that's why I have complete confidence that Bitcoin won't go to zero, that Bitcoin will be a mainstay and a supporting factor throughout the peer-to-peer interactions that people do day to day. And particularly with the instability with currencies, Turkey will tell you, when your currency drops 30%, one of the best safe havens and easiest that people can get into would actually be the crypto space. So, and my feelings really go out to people out there. That's a very tough economic situation, and anything I can do to help. We have a lot of followers from Turkey on our Twitter account, so be sure to, drop me a line, say hello. Feel weird. All right. Another big story we had was the Singapore Stock Exchange. It taps into blockchain for faster settlements. So one of the key features of cryptocurrency is that it bypasses the SWIFT system that the Americans have and the Chinese versions of SWIFT that people use to move funds around the world. When you can move around in seconds, what normally took minutes, days, or hours, blockchain technology and cryptocurrency is just one of the mainstays and just shows how it can be so integral into modern society. So that adoption is truly what's going to really get more people into the space and it bolsters up the value inherent to cryptocurrencies. Now, the other altcoins, as we already know, when Bitcoin has a good day, everything else kind of trickles down. And when Bitcoin has a bad day, everything else trickles down. So we can see a lot of incorporation through the altcoins. So keep those in mind as a focus too. But Bitcoin is the standard. When people look at the value of currency, they look at it in US dollars, and they also look at it in terms of Bitcoin. How many Satoshis does it cost to buy a particular altcoin? So that's another reason why Bitcoin itself is not going anywhere. It's the mainstay. It's the bar that all other cryptos measure themselves against. So for other top stories, be sure to check in with our website, BitcoinCrypto.news. We update that throughout the day, so that way you can get an aggregate of the stories about cryptocurrency that are coming from the internet and just move through a lot of that FUD and get some more clarity as far as the better performing stories of the day. Now, one thing we also do is we have a series called BCN 1 Minute With, which, as the name indicates, we take 1 minute and actually go over a different cryptocurrency. We do that each day, Monday through Friday. So Monday of last week, we looked at nulls. Nulls is a really cool currency because it's enterprising as far as blockchain solutions. So it allows businesses to actually make everyday use of cryptocurrencies and incorporate that in there. So check out that video, and if you'd like more information on that project, there is a link in the description to go into that. The next one we had on Tuesday was called Liquid, and Liquid's cash coin actually is developed to increase trade between exchanges, whether using fiat or cryptocurrency. So it allows a lot more interaction and smoother interactions when moving between different centralized exchanges. Although decentralized exchanges are still very popular and growing as far as people's interactions, but the centralized exchanges are still there and they're still going to be active because so many people are still in them. But Liquid really focuses on the interaction between them to add more liquidity in the funds. Wednesday, we went over centrality. Centrality's focus is to develop a peer-to-peer marketplace so people can use cryptocurrencies in day-to-day interactions, whether buying groceries, getting your latest health fitness exam. So it covers about 10 different specific sectors. So you can check out that video and find out more about them. On Thursday, we went to Tata 2. Tata 2 is really cool. Yeah,
I know, the name's out.
It's just fun to say. Even if I'm saying it wrong, I don't care because I think it sounds cool, so I can do it. So with Tata 2, you watch entertainment and you get rewarded. That one's a really promising currency because so many people will get so much information and so many entertainment shows from the internet to get paid or rewarded with a token for watching that. Win-win. So it's a cool project. Next one we have was on Friday, we looked at Cortex. Cortex is actually using machine learning to incorporate blockchain apps through smart contracts and a new type of smart contract that they call an intelligent smart contract or intelligent contract, which adds functionality to the smart contract practice itself and is completely Ethereum virtual machine compatible. So cool, really cool project. Be sure to check them out. Now, Something else happened last week. OMG. All right, I kind of started a little tempest in a teapot with one of the videos we had. It was a video that I had done previously. We've done over 100 videos on different coins, so you can check those out. But it was on arc.io specifically. Now, I gathered some information. I looked at a couple places, but apparently I misunderstood a lot of the project and how it works. And I was notified by the project, which, hey guys, I appreciate you looking at my stuff. Notified by the project I had some things that were incorrect, and could I take that down? And I did, because I don't want to put out bad information. We were doing these videos to help people get more information, to learn about projects, to expand cryptocurrency. So I meant nothing by it. My apologies on that, and I'm going to work to fix that. Which goes to the other space, the other mind. The internet, it tends to be very quick to judge, would you say?
I would completely agree with that.
Could be a little harsh. And, hey guys, I'm trying to just do a good thing. I'm on your side. Everybody else commenting, it was not my intent to say something incorrectly or do something bad to disparage a project. Just trying to put out information that is unbiased and promising. So I just want to touch on that. So just be kind. Take it with that intent. He didn't probably mean to do this incorrectly. Just, play nice. All right. So we have that. So I wanted to just say that to that project, and we'll get back to him on that video. So we have anything else from our channel?
Does not look like it.
All right. It's a quiet day from crypto space for us. We are a growing community, and we, as I know before, we all are on several social media platforms. So be sure to share, like, and tell your friends about the show and catch up with us. We love answering comments. We love discussing different topics. So anything, by all means, go ahead and drop an email, drop us a message, and we can include that in our next show. Also, be sure to join our email list so you can get copies of the show notes. It's really cool to look at these graphs so you can see what the expectations are and what to look for and expect in cryptocurrency. So we do have other classes that we do live online for people that want to get onto them, and we also host them live here at our studio so that people that are entering the crypto space can join us on Tuesdays for our live training sessions, and those start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on Thursdays for our intermediate to advanced traders or investors, and start at 6 p.m. there. So get in contact with us if you like that. And you can see us on various social media platforms and crypto platforms, being Steemit, DTube, Facebook, YouTube, Minds, Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. So catch us there. And we also have our referral link. So if you're going to be entering the space, be sure to use the link that we provide in the show notes. And just to keep everything going, we love donations. Anybody's looking to add something for us to help us maintain this and pass it around, you can get the show notes, you can get addresses to those links to drop in. So with that, anything else you want to add? Parting words this week?
As I said, we're here every Monday at 9 a.m., so please come join us. Tell your friends.
Outstanding. Well, thanks for joining us for the show today. We'll see you online. And hey, just keep in mind, you got to risk it to get the biscuit.